My thoughts run here and then go there to remember joys and sorrows lived and shared. So many waves of thought and care as I journey from here to there. Then I find myself on a mountain high with light so pure and a big blue sky, and my spirit reaches out to fly as I hear the eagle cry. Then I soar beyond life's ocean's waves to a blissful sea and a crystal cave, to the silent peace of a mountain's heart, to that same place in my heart. And in this silence deep within, this sacred place, this precious gem, my mind and heart fly to release, and I feel the sweetest peace, the sweetest peace.
Okay. Hello? No, it's okay. So today our topic is the forest of Samsara. Samsara means this world. Samsara comes from two words, samsara. Sam means which continuously moves on, asara, which moves everything which is here momentary. It moves from one position to the other position. There is nothing permanent in this world. This is the asha, that's why it is unsubstantial. It is not ultimately it is not a true abode of our residence. Here we come for a temporary travel, like a visitor, and we visit the place. We do not know where do I come from, and have some little fun and joy and suffering and pain and pleasure, and all these rounds of experiences and one day they are gone. So this is this the purpose of life? Is this the way to live, and is this the way to go away? So this, first of all, this understanding is very important. That's why this verse itself, it is Shankaracharya wrote this verse, that this asara samsara, the samsara is all meaningless ultimately. Not to a young person, but like people like us, we now understand how much substantial is this world, how much meaningful is this world. So apparently we don't think in depth. That's another point I am talking about, that whenever we talk about Vedanta, we are very pessimistic at the very beginning. Vedanta starts with pessimism, bad, temporary, momentary, unsubstantial. There is no joy. There is joy, little joy, so much suffering. So it is all indication towards impermanent nature of this world. But Vedanta does not end in that meaninglessness. It ends in fulfillment. To understand whatever we are thinking and holding, try to hold on, that is not true. But there is something behind every apparent expressions of name and form, this perception of this universe, there is that absolute reality. That is that absolute joy, absolute peace. But our approach being negative, we suffer and we cry and weep and die with tearful eyes. But when one understands this, life becomes meaningful, life becomes purposeful, and the joy of life comes then. Living is, every moment's living brings us absolute joy and peace, and we all can move. So first of all, this is the Shankara's stand, the asara samsara, and this samsara, why it is unsubstantial? Not that there is no joy, there is no apparently little peace, little happiness is there, but it takes away me from my own spiritual nature, from my own spiritual home. My home is Satchidananda home, that place where we are in our eternity, we live there, and it is our very foundation of our life. So it helps, it takes away nijo bhajana dure. On my spiritual practice, I will practice that. I will feel the purpose of life is to enjoy the bliss in every moment. With everything I see, I can see that divine or that thing which is full of joy. What I hear, my hear organ can give us the touch of that infinite message of the divine. So all the senses to feel the infinite joy and bliss through every pore of our body, that is the purpose. But when we are engrossed and we look at the world as we normally look at the ephemeral and superficial objects of the universe, not penetrating into the depth of it, then it takes us away, nijo bhajana dure, takes me away from my own spiritual sadhana, spiritual identity, and it makes jaradhiya because of our dull intellect. Intellect dull, why? Intellect dull because it gives us little joy instead of infinite joy. It gives us a taste of that joy, unending joy, but it's very split second it comes and goes away. And to get that joy, so much of energy is spent, and afterwards also so much of frustration remains. Therefore, I am, as it were, a traveler. Brahmantang mam, I am blindfolded, as it were. I see but don't see. I see the world of the ephemeral nature, but I don't see the world full of bliss, full of consciousness, full of joy, full of peace. Therefore, O Lord, I am helpless. You please help me. You, the Lord of the universe, with your extreme blessings and extreme compassion, you should help me to redeem me from my miserable condition. Because with eyes you have given me the eyes, but I don't see the thing in proper perspective. Spirituality does not mean, as Holy Mother said, that there will not grow two horns on your head if you become spiritual. But what spiritual means is perspective changes. The way the same eye will look at the object, but it is different. It will see different things. It is so, and there is the prayer. Then Shankara says that, O Lord of the universe, you understand this miserable condition, that I am very miser. Miser means poor miser. Miser means who has plenty of money, but do not know how to enjoy that. I have the treasure house of infinite joy within me, but I do not know how to access that, how to experience that, how to make it a part of my life. In every moment's life, I can experience that. Keeping the money in the bank or in the vault and leading a beggar's life. That is our condition. We move in the world like a beggar. For little love, little affection, little kindness, little smile, little all these things. And we think that we are that. No, we have infinite treasure. So this question comes that who can help me? Even if I try, in spiritual life it goes on. That's why comes the question of surrender. We may try our best in our own way, but there comes a point when the question of grace comes. And for that grace only, we do our own spiritual practice. We do start thinking that it is not permanent, this unsubstantial world I am living in. I cannot live like that entire life and die like that. It is a responsibility of mine to live that blissful life and be an example to others. So this is, the prayer goes, and the question of surrender comes, and God's grace descends then. But to begin with, if we say everything is God, everything is bliss, it is camouflaging our own understanding, because it is not. What can be eternal, what can be absolute in my visible objects of sight and hearing and all the objects? Because it is fleeting. It is fleeting. As I want to catch hold of something, as soon as I try to hold it, it has moved away. It is like the waters, same Mississippi, no? If we go and want to see that Mississippi is flowing all the time, but no drop of water is the same. It has moved so much away, so far away. So in our life, we are always trying to hold on and trying to catch and hold. Anything we try to catch and hold, see how it moves away. Therefore, this is the analysis is to be done. That's why we find that this question is very fundamental question, that can I find peace in this unsubstantial nature of world in which I look at? Unless I improve myself, it is a miserable life. That's why Swami Vivekananda, young boy, Naren, came to Ramakrishna and he sang this song, "Oh my mind, let us go to our own abode. Why roaming in this unsubstantial world like a foreigner? What meaninglessly moving in this world and staying here one night, there one night, and there is no permanent home. And why this? So, and Sri Ramakrishna went into samadhi, listening this. That is the call. So question comes here, when we are overwhelmed with this world only, then we are happy here. And if happy, so long we are happy, there is no question of asking further anything further. When I am happy already. But soon we find that it is not the source of happiness, but it is a cause of frustration. With experience, a blow comes in our life, suffering comes, disease comes, death comes, bereavement comes. We don't want to look at it. We get frightened when we talk. Sometimes we don't like this type of discussion. Why someone said, "Swami, why are you talking so much of negative things? My life is peaceful, my life is joyful, I am happy, I have a good home, I have a good house, I have a good car, I have and you are creating all negative ideas." So that is the point. If that is the case, this discussion is meaningless. But soon we understand, as we mature ourselves in our life's journey, no, the sages are correct, we are wrong. It can give us momentary happiness, but followed by so much of suffering. I give the example, suppose we have been invited somewhere and they give a grand feast. And we get the grand feast, then we are happy because it is tongue is saying good, good, good. And that experience continues how long? All our experience of sensate experience like tongue and the object ice cream, and it goes down. Here is a memory. So here to here is the joy. And to collect that, you need money. Go to the shop, and then you cannot take one full box, no? How much you can take? Cholesterol. So now it gives a good experience of joy, but it is only for this small period of time, and then afterwards, after we get it, then tomorrow if I don't get that nice food or nice meal, that experience is not bad, so much bad. But comparing the other good experience, I feel a little depressed. So this is the problem of the experience of the world as we see, if we take it in as it is. That is the problem. Because it is, to get that little touch of joy, we have to work tremendous energy, we have to spend to collect the item, go to shopping, this, that, or prepare a meal, this, that. And when we, afterwards we feel about that joy, our mind feels depressed. Today is so bad, I cannot eat it. That was very good. So yesterday's joy bringing me today little depression, not elevation. But that's why Ramakrishna said happiness of three types: Vishaya Sukha, Bhajana Sukha, and Brahmananda. Vishayananda, Bhajanananda, Brahmananda. So Vishayananda, Vishaya means sense objects, sensory objects, what we see, these are like that fleeting. It has its joy, the same Ananda, same bliss, but it comes through different layers. It comes through the senses, the mind, your mood, suppose someone gives you a nice meal, but mind is very upset for something else. You will not find any interest in the same meal. It's dependent on so many things, factors. But let us consider the next joy, which is called the bhajana ananda. Bhajana ananda means chanting the name of Lord, praying to God, meditating upon God, thinking something, seeing the beauty of the nature behind that, the hand of the Lord or Lord's presence. This type of experience is bhajan, which comes from concentration of the mind, and a purified way of looking at the object comes. Then what happens? That takes us to elevation. Today if you have good meditation, or today you have a little bhajan, singing, or you went to some place and have some sun is setting and a certain experience comes in your mind and a flash of light comes inside, you have this one split second experience. You think of that next day, 10 days afterwards, 1 year afterwards, 10 years afterwards, it will elevate you. Your mind will be uplifted, and you find as if you are getting to touch that joy again. Big difference is far extreme difference. Objectively, if we see this same joy coming through the filters of these eyes, ears, our experience of our mind, mood of the mind, our understanding right and wrong, disturbed ego. In that point, the same thing when we experience, it brings only momentary joy, and it brings dissatisfaction afterwards. And to get that, we have so much energy to spend. If we use the same energy in spiritual life and we practice this little bit of things, and by God's grace, our own effort and Guru's grace, a little split second the mind becomes just calm and quiet, and just get some experience. That experience is so meaningful and so fulfilling that when you think of that after a long time even, that experience gives us a higher boosting and joy and touch of that infinity. So this is called the bhajana ananda, and this practice goes on and on and on, and when one ends in that journey, that when that joy will never leave us, that is called the jivan mukti, brahmananda, the ananda, the bliss of Brahman, the infinite, and that is the goal of life. So as I said, Vedanta starts with pessimism, Swami Vivekananda said, but ends in optimism. It is all divine, everything is divine. But at the beginning, if we say, then we will remain in the darkness. It will be always remaining in the ajnana, we call, avidya. So, first to understand this, that we are in suffering and we need, that's why it will be next month's Buddha's talk, no? Everything is dukkha, dukkha, dukkha. Everything is suffering, suffering, suffering. No, everything is suffering from one perspective, but everything is joyful from another perspective. So to understand this, this is called the forest of samsara. Why it is happening to us? Why it is happening? The sages are talking about that. Holy people, they are leading their life of austerity and spiritual practice for that. And saints and sages of all religion is talking about that. Seek ye first God. No? What is that? And why we don't understand that? What is the secret behind it? Because it is of the Maya. Vedanta comes, it says Maya. And what is Maya? Is a very difficult terminology. It is just to say something which you don't understand. To make it concretize, we can say it is the three gunas, three qualities. Sattvika quality, Rajasa quality, Tamasa quality. Sri Ramakrishna gave a beautiful example. We are in the forest of samsara. How? He says, a rich merchant, he going back to some place, and in his journey came a big forest. and he entered into the forest and lost track. And when he lost track, he has good amount of money and good position in him. And 3 burglars ran towards him from 3 directions, and one with a sword in hand was just first took away his possessions and just to chop the head. That is called tamas quality, tamas burglar. We are in the forest of samsara. It took away our fundamental understanding that I am the Lord of the universe, in me is all power. I have entered into a region which is called the forest of ignorance. And the deep ignorance had stolen my all possession, and now wants to kill me. Then I take refuge to the other burglar, and he is little kind. He says, okay brother, don't kill him. He is also a burglar. He does not release us from bondage. He says that, okay, we have taken away his all possessions, spiritual possession, all spiritual greatness, grandness, compassion, empathy, sympathy, holiness, purity, all this quality we have taken away. Now let us bind in the forest. And to bind him, so they planned to bind, and he tied him into the tree. And the man is tied there, and then now you stay here, we are going. That is the rajas which binds us, rajaha karmani, in action. Look at that. It is called, Gita says, rajaha karmani, raja quality binds us in ignorance, in action. Tamas, ajnana, ignorance, total forgetfulness that we are divine, we have any element, we are born to enjoy the infinite spirit. Tamas will destroy that. Rajas will then keep us very much engaged in action. Rajaha karmani bharata. And then came another burglar, 3 burglars. The one burglar is more compassionate. He is called Sattiko burglar. SRT, Sattiko, Rajasika, Tamasika. S burglar, R burglar, and T burglar. So T burglar is the worst. R burglar is a little bit, at least it does not chop my head, allow me to live in the world. But in bondage, such a bondage that day and night I am engrossed. No time, no time. Hey, why not sit down? I have no time, busy, very busy. Life busy, and responsibilities and all these duties and responsibilities. No? And then sometimes we are tired, then Sattiko dacoit comes. Then he said, my child, you are very much troubled, no? Okay, come, I will. He unties the bondage and holds the hand out, guides the merchant, the person, and takes him to the crooked path or the unknown path of spiritual journey, to go beyond the bondage of the samsara. So he took him and brought to the edge of the forest and then said, now you tat tamasi, now you go. That is your home. And the guy was naturally very blessed that his life was saved first, and then now life was in bondage into the forest where he will die. There is no water, no food, nothing. Actually, we are like that in our life. Sometimes we see there is no water in our life, no food in our life, no meaning of sustenance in the life. When one stroke after another stroke of life's struggle comes, disease comes, as I said, some incurable disease, people are suffering. Why am I born only to suffer this way? What will happen we do not know, but everyone before going and as we age, it happens. Then the Sattiko dacoit comes and helps with surrendering to God, thinking of the pure self of ours. Then what happens? it takes us to certain age. And then the man was very grateful as he was freed from bondage and taken out of the jungle or the forest of life. Why in jungle? Forest? Jungle, who lives in the jungle? The animals, the tigers, jackals, scorpions, and snakes. So in this world of such nature, people we live with, it's a troublesome area. Good people are also there, but mostly we don't think about them. But we think of them when someone troubles me, when someone actually torments my life. So this is then we feel like getting out of this jungle. And then the Sattvic dacoit comes, and then he takes him. And this gentleman was very thankful, said, "Sir, you did so much for me, why not come to my home?" Then the Sattvic dacoit, he said, "Oh, no, I cannot go there. I am after all a dacoit, I am a burglar. If I go there, police will catch me." That's why 3 gunas are the world of Maya, ignorance. Beyond that, no one can enter there. That is the free zone, zone of freedom, zone of infinite, what we call blessedness. So these 3 dacoits, we are bound in the realm of these 3 burglars. Tamas, Rajas and Sattva. They have taken possession of us. All of us are subject to 3 gunas. Sometimes we have sattvika, when you are thinking of love, compassion, holiness, purity, when you are meditating on God, when you are seeing in the nature the presence of some divine entity, it is sattvika quality. When you are forgetting all these good things, busy in the run of the life, every moment, so engaged into these worldly thoughts, no chance, no time to think of, 5 minutes time to meditate, no chance to come to temple, no chance to talk to anyone about spiritual truth, which we are our basic nature. That we cannot find time with so much responsibility. That is the Rajas. And Tamas sometimes dull and insensate. So Gita says that when we have to adapt this to get out of the forest, what to do? This example, Sri Ramakrishna's example, is very vivid. It can give us a little glimpse how to get out of it. Get out of the tamas first. You cannot run from tamas to jump into sattva. Sattva will come later on. Tamas, I am in ignorance. I see but I do not see. I hear but I don't understand. My intellect works, but it takes me to the direction where more bondage and suffering comes. Aprakaso, apravitti, pramado, forgetfulness, moho, delusion. Aprakaso, even I see, but it does not reflect the truth. And I know it is good, but no pravitti, no intention. I will follow this path, I will do this higher spiritual journey, I will make it. Effort for that. That tamas mind will not allow us to do that. So tamas to overcome, we have to go to sattva, rajas. Rajas, even that's why it said to lead a tamasic life, you have to go for rajasic life, better rajas. Swami Vivekananda, while analyzing the India's condition and the condition of America and first countries, he said that India, in the name of sattvika quality, it has gone to tamas level. No energy even to fight, to earn good money, to enjoy good life. In the name of sattvika, they have become tamas. And in here, it is rajas. I will earn money, I will learn this, I will enjoy life, I will do this. And I can stand, I can raise my head up. So that is rajas quality is necessary. Tamas is slumber, in ignorance, dullness, carelessness, no energy, nothing to do. It is like the example I sometimes give. It is like one king called the people who are the laziest people in the country. So there is a competition. They will get a prize, first prize, second prize, third prize. No. So all the lazy people are pulled together, and then they put the fire at the edge of the house. So one by one, who are not that lazy, fire is that side, okay, here I can lie down here. And then approached, and then left one left. And then lastly, two of them are competing, who will be the first. So, and the fire is so close, one person even cannot say, my back is burning. He said that poo, P means pit, poo means burning. He says, my back is burning. The other one said, Gusu, guard yourself till time is there. Your back is burning, but if you turn, at least 2 inches burning time is there. So you can compete that. That means remain in that, it is the laziness par excellence. No? How to ignore the burning at the cost of giving up the life, to life at stake. But he is so lazy, he is still thinking she will be, as we do in the early morning now, get up in the morning for meditation. Okay, let me little longer. What? Okay, another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no. So what is that? It is tamas. But what to do? Rajas, what do you do normally? Oh, no, I cannot do that. Then you jump out of the bed, no? This is rajas. Jumping out means this action. Inaction, dullness to action. And then you go to take a shower and this get ready, and then you come for sattva. Then you sit for meditation. So tamas to be rajas, action. And action, right and wrong action, then it will turn, no, I have done all this action. I got what the world can give me. I got money, I got this, but it is not fulfilling. Therefore, to search for higher joy, you go to sattva. Meditation, prayer, holy places, holy people, pilgrimage, this, that. And that is the way to go to sattva. But don't get stuck in the sattva. Sattva quality is also a dacoit, you know. You cannot make friendship with the sattva all over the life. Sattva should lead you to go beyond. This is his jurisdiction of the forest. Here onward is the beyond, the sattva. That is the beyond all jurisdiction of limitation. That's why Gita says conclusively, Nistraigunna bhavarjuna. O Arjuna, you overcome the 3 gunas. Go beyond the 3 gunas. But we are steeped into the 3 gunas as in our life goes on. So each individual of us have sattva quality, rajas quality and tamas quality. Rajas quality, now we are talking what? This is our sattva quality. We are trying to explore the life, try to understand the meaning of life, where is the joy, where is the permanent joy, what is the eternal joy, if at all it is there. This is called the sattvika type of analysis. Rajas, activity, I have no time to go to this talk, or I have no time to meditate in this morning, I have no time to read something. It is so busy. Rajas. And I am too dead and tired. Where is the question of doing anything? Just lie down and like a sleep mood. Keep the computer in the sleep mood. So these 3 gunas are always we are in the realm of the 3 gunas, and we have to take help of rajas to overcome tamas. And rajas to be overcome by sattva quality, holding on to higher values of life and this and that, to overcome the rajas, and then go beyond sattva. Why? Because sattvika quality also, you get a glimpse of spiritual experience. say one ray of light you have seen one day, or you have some, many people say that they have Kundalini awakening or some experience like that. If that is so, don't get stuck there. Spirituality does not end there. Spirituality begins there. Swami Brahmananda said, after Nirvikalpa Samadhi, spirituality begins. Understand that. Where are we? We are in the three gunas. And someone is more sattvika, someone may be more rajasika, someone may be tamasika. But it is not only that transcending that, you need nirguna, nistrayi guna, go beyond the three gunas, where you are eternally free. And then starts your spiritual journey. Then you understand what is God, what is this universe, what is the connection with me, how to interact. I am interacting with myself, the absolute reality appearing in this form. What fun going on. I play with myself. I play with my own self. They are all reflection of me. That is the experience, Jivan Mukti. That is called the purpose of life. No? So, these three gunas caught us into the bondage, and we have to work to get out of this bondage. Therefore, practice, Bhagavad Gita says, therefore what to do? Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajassamam. First you understand that you are living in a world anitya, not eternal, non-eternal. It is not permanent, impermanent world, anityam. Why? Because it is asukham. It does not ultimately bring happiness that I want. I cannot be satisfied with anything little. I want infinite joy. I know little food, little drink, little seeing, that can give us joy. We have enough experience of that. But I want permanent joy, which will never abate me, that will never leave me, and I will be established in that joy. Ashukham. Imam prapyo, in this unsubstantial world, in this temporary objects, and which is not giving me perfect satisfaction. Had it given me perfect satisfaction, that's okay. But it cannot give, because it has this next stage of frustration and failures. And ultimately when death and suffering comes, then we have nothing to hold on. Look at that achievement of life. We may have greatest achievement of life. You may be a very well-known, popular person in the society. Maybe millions are your followers. But when the last moment of death comes, who is going to go with me? Which friends can help me anyway? Because I will be in my own mindset. And the mind, as it is thinking of itself, the whole life's struggle, am I feeling I am perfect? I don't need anything. I am established in myself. I am the ocean of joy. What do I need? So that point is very important. All accomplishment, all achievements are not achievements because unless it gives me the perfect satisfaction within myself. I am to myself. I am that. That is the Vedantic highest experience. Without that, any achievement is not achievement because it brings us into that frustration, failures and pain. Therefore, it is anityam, understanding this world, its nature as material world, as matter. As we look at the world in a material plane, it is anityam, it is not permanent. Asukham, it will be impermanent and it brings unhappiness, asukham. Therefore, getting it, what you do? Bhajassamam. Think of me, God, or think of yourself, who are you? And try to find the meaning of it. That's why it is Bhagavad and every scripture says detachment, practice. And that is a very strong word. Many of us get frightened with detachment. Renunciation is not a strong word, renunciation. But are you not renouncing now? What are you doing? Listening to a dull talk? Brahman, Atman, no, impermanent, permanent, this, that. Hey, are you not renouncing? You have so many duties to do. You could have enjoyed this time with some other fun, good feast, good talk, good singing, dancing. You are renouncing that. We renounce every day, every moment. You love your granddaughter. Are you not renouncing your own pleasure and joy for the granddaughter? Some people say that I am now retired and I thought that I will have my own time. Now I am a grandma, so what can I do? I will have to take care of the baby. That's joy is also there. But I am saying that it is that we are really to feel that it is renounced. We are all renouncer. A student is renouncing his games and play and friendship and dancing, singing, going to party. When? When the examination is nearby. So is it not renunciation? But renunciation is not bad. That will bring back good result in his life. So renunciation is to be understood. Renunciation is not to get away of the world and go into the forest. Renunciation is here. Detachment. That is the highest teaching we get from all the great teachers of the world. Love everyone, but don't get attached. Hey, this is a very difficult statement. Love everyone, but don't get attached. Detached love. I mean, how is detached love? Is it possible? I love, at the same time I will be detached. Yes, whom you love. That's the point, to again go back to the analysis. Whom you love. The Upanishad says you cannot love anything which is momentary. You love something which is inside, which is permanent. That's why the Upanishad says no one loves the husband because of the husband. Wife does not love the husband because of husband, but because of the Atman, the self, the pure, who is abode of joy. And the husband also loves the wife because not of wife, but because of the Atman, the joy, the bliss, the absolute, what we are seeking for. To see that reality between all relationships is called detachment, is called renunciation. Giving up the apparent side outside, so we love somebody, and now because of his illness or suffering, old age, he looks different, then you give up. No, you love more because there is the self who is in me and who is in him or her. No. So that love becomes deeper, not only superficial level, but in a deeper level, because seeing what is within, giving up what is changeable, giving up only exterior which is movable and changeable. We cannot stop it. We cannot hold on to our age of, no one have been successful in holding our age when we are young people. We all want to be young, no? But the age is advancing, it is not stopping with the clicking of the time. Will it stop? I can stop my life, youth now. How can we keep it? It will go in its own way. But what is not changing? To love that, and because you love that, naturally you love the exterior also. It is called the temple. We love this temple. We respect this temple, we clean this, we keep it best because it is Lord is here. So this body is a temple of God, respect that way. The temple is not bad, you cannot throw out the temple because temple is the abode of God. So to think every sensate being, looking around, seeing everyone, who are these people? In them, they are insentient by their nature. Because of the presence of the divine, this everything moves, everything speaks, looks, and all this interaction is going on. Therefore, to treat it as temple, then this looking at the body will be looking at the temple. And also temple is temple because of the Lord inside. Minus temple minus God there is no temple. So there is this feeling should come that renounce the apparent outside and accept what is the essential substance, and then you will find that everything is made of the same substance. Inside, that's Isha Upanishad, that's why I say Isha Bhashyam Idagam Sarvai Isha means the supreme reality. Cover the entire universe with the supreme reality. Yat kincha jagatyam jagat, that which is in the world transient and momentary and changeful, tena taktva, give up that temporariness of the thing. View it from the permanent reality, that angle, and see, and then you live in this world. So this is the point. So we are in the samsara. This is one important point. And in this world, samsara means this impermanent world, but we need not have to weep and cry only, but to find the way to freedom and blissful state of our eternal reality. Therefore, we have to go from ignorance to knowledge. We live in this world, but we are living ignorantly, not thinking about what is going on. Let us be thoughtful people. Let us be intuitive people. And then ignorance to overcome is there, it is ignorance. First to understand ignorance, and 3 gunas, we are in that. Now I'll have to get out of this forest of samsara, and then some help will come. We pray or meditate or whatever, some God's grace comes, and Guru comes, takes our hand like a sattiko burglar, taking the hand of that person and taking beyond the forest and merging into that reality. No? So this is necessary. Therefore, that's why we pray that, O Lord, lead us from impermanent to permanent. No? Lead us from ignorance to light, darkness to light, ignorance to knowledge, immortal from mortality. So this is the sadhana. But how to have it? It cannot be done in one stroke. That I jump today from my present state and I will be transcendental truth. I will be the transcendental experience, get it now. Now Kundalini will come up. It's Kundalini comes good, but don't trust too much because that can disturb the whole system. We need step-by-step spiritual journey. I will read out some simple thing. Step-by-step journey is a very good word. We must have to understand in spiritual journey, don't make quick haste. Say, oh, by $1,000 someone gives you illumination. That may give, you are fortunate you can get it, but it will go away similarly. And it will create a rupture in your whole system. Because you are not fit for that, you are not ready for that. That's why step-by-step spiritual practice is necessary. So our last president, Swami Sarvadevananda, he was our president like Pope in our order in India. He passed away recently, but he used to say that, I am reading from him, good advice to move one step at a time. He said, some lines from a sonnet by Cardinal Newman came to my mind. He says, I do not ask to see the distant scene. One step enough for me. I didn't understand the meaning when, as a boy, I read these lines. But they were in my memory. Many years later, when I had a journey, I was joined the Ramakrishna order. I happened to be climbing a mountain in India, and suddenly a big fog came and covered up everything. If you fall, you may fall 1,000 feet below. But I could see only one step ahead of me and one step behind. Then I suddenly remembered this line, one step enough for me. I can carry on. I can go on. I need not see the distant scene. One step enough for me. In spiritual life, too, we need not see the distant scene, nor is possible for us to see, but we have to keep ourselves on path, one step enough for me. In spiritual life, better to have this type of journey, one step at a time. Today, I did this much. I need not have to think I am Brahman, Atman. Need not have to think, I am absolute bliss. I am not prepared for that. But let me do today to think this is temporary, there is something unchanging behind. In this ephemeral world, there is the full ocean of joy is percolating everywhere. I can do this every moment. Just going out, looking at the nature, I can see, oh, this smiling, God's smile, where this sparkling joy in the leaves and the trees happening. Let us do one step at a time to reach this ultimate goal, to get out of the samsara of bondage. Thank you.
My mind led me to you, and now my eyes do see your face, and this heart's filled with your love by your ever precious grace. You are love beyond compare. Each place I am, I find you there. Please keep me ever close to you in your heart of love. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. From winter is born the spring, giving life to all unseen. Summer sun bakes the bread for autumn's harvest. Your wind moves every breath. Your power quenches thirst. Your earth gives our feet a place for your dance of love. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. So many tones and words you bring, so many songs for me to sing, and in this heart your joy does ring with such happiness. May pure thoughts fill up my mind. I lay all actions at your feet, and may my words be one with you and your song of love. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. Oh yes, my mind led me to you, and now my eyes do see your face, and this heart's filled with your love by your ever precious grace. And you are love beyond compare. Each place I am, I find you there. Please keep me ever close to you in your heart of love. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda. Om Satchitananda.
next Sunday will be the May 5th. The Swami Sarvadevananda is speaking on the topic Brahman alone is real. Brahman alone is real. And other classes Saturday as usual, Wednesday. Also there will be reading. And I will end with a chant, and then we can have some question answer session here if you come back after greeting. Om Ashato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityur Maya Mritangamaya Avir Maidhi Rudra Jate Dakshinang Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality, and evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all.
So within the three gunas, the fourth one would be turiya, and then then enlightenment or jiva mukti, correct?
That is called Jivan Mukti. After attaining that state of that beyond gunas, we cannot say it is a state. That is our home.
Right.
When you are at home, there is no better situation. Suppose you are traveling the world for years and years and years, no? Sometimes people do business trips, and when they move here and there, get tired, no? Baba, I want to go back my home, no? So that is our eternal home. When it is done, then you are a refreshed person, you are a moneyed person, you are a rich person. Now we are beggars. The same person is beggar now. And reaching there and seeing my own home, that absolute ocean of bliss, that is my state, then everything is joyful, everything. You look down the entire universe, percolating, it is just saturated with that joy and bliss. So that is the blissful state, and that we are all seeking for.
And when that person dies, where are they, the reincarnation or the next process? When I take a look at the cosmos, it still has the three gunas, or it still has the cycle of transformation. And if somebody reaches enlightenment, next incarnation, do they go beyond that into another realm?
If you want another incarnation, if you don't know another, it is your freedom, because you have already reached that state where no bondage can touch you. So if you want to go to enter into the forest, enjoy it.
No.
You will enjoy. No, you will enjoy it differently. You will enjoy it differently. You will feel that it is, this forest is also the part of the whole creation. The suffering is no suffering. It is fun. That's called the Leela. In Sanskrit term they call Leela, the divine sport. God's play going on. That's a different world. When you see a movie and someone is killing brutally, we become beggar. Say, suppose I have no money. I am asking some begging. Could you give me fundraising? No. Target. Help me. What it is called? They say in the computer, in the phone. Nowadays, people some fundraising happens. Some people help. So, GoFundMe. GoFundMe. Here we are trying to go fund me. But if you know in your pocket is $1 billion in your pocket, will you go fund me? If you go as per GoFundMe, then it's your fun. You are not needed anything. You are already saturated. You know that in your pocket is there. I know it is here, but I do not know. That's why I am begging GoFundMe. We are seeking like a beggar in this world. Everyone is a beggar. Little love, little affection, little smile, little kindness, little softness. We don't like the other thing because we are beggars. But when one reaches that point, comes back, he is billionaire, multi-billionaire in his pocket. He go fund, this is fun. How he is playing a drama. So that means that is the most enjoyable. That's why it's called the spiritual life begins. It is joy and more, endless. It is like a candy. You take it on the right side, left side, under, tongue, above the tongue, under the tongue. It's all sweetness.
And what happens to this person?
There is
when he
nothing to
dies?
happen.
Nothing
Then you are what you are. If you wish to come back, then you again desire and come back, and that will be funny experience.
So then they
And if you are merged with that, you don't need to come back. Why do you come back?
right.
If incompleteness.
No, I'm not pushing for
No,
that.
no, I am saying we come back because of our incompleteness. Whatever I attain, it is not sufficient. I need something more. But when you attain who you are, there is no question of coming back, going back, because everything is permeated by you. There is nothing but you. That's the Vedantic understanding.
Thank you.
Even thinking of this is so joy. That's really, if you think that there is a state like this, where we don't need anything. Why shall I need? I am everything. Suppose you are the owner of your house. Do you think your cup is yours? You will have to grab the cup because its cup is cup, you are separate. It is your cup, your car. Do you think, oh, I shall be happy if I get the car? The car is yours, standing for your service. See, everything is mine, then what shall I ask from whom? Who is there another second? No second, without a second, one without a second. So no question of asking, begging, praying, desiring, expecting, all will go because everything is me. The stars, galaxies, down to the crawling worm, I am in everywhere. That experience comes. I am enjoying in so many ways. That's why Vivekananda said in one sense, in millions of bodies I am experiencing all the fun and joy of life. In millions of life I am suffering, I am hungry. It is my fun. Like a movie. Movie starts with big movie, maybe 100, 200, 500 people, and this is a big movie, billions, trillions, zillions of stars, galaxies, earth, human, subhuman. A big play. We are really Ramakrishna's example. The rats, they want to get the rice or some grains to eat, no? The shopkeeper, the they have their granary. They keep that granary well tight, but still the rats enter here and there. So they are very intelligent. They keep some pounds of grain outside and stray them. Spray here and there. As a result, what happens? When the rats come, they got 1 or 2 grains and say, it's very good, very good. And they don't have any intent to drive where is the source of it. The whole granary is there. But he is happy with 1 grain or 2 grains, and with a small tummy filled up, And he is happy and goes away. We are like that. We are searching for joy. We get 1 grain or half a grain or quarter grain. Ha ha ha. Oh, I am happy. And we don't go for where is the infinite source of infinite joy. So that's why we will have to do sadhana, spiritual practice. It all boils down to one thing. What I said, that someone can give you even some experience. Many times we hear that some guru gives you some illumination. Maybe, but it is not yours. Momentarily you can feel for a second and then it's gone. And you cannot hold that joy because you are not ready. Our old nervous system will break. You have to rewire it to carry high voltage line. Ordinary emotions this body can take. Sometimes it cannot take. That's why they become psychiatric patient. Our nervous system cannot take certain stress, which is this. When spiritual illumination of the highest degree will come, it will shatter the body. So better to equip us every day with one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Okay, Michael. So Michael has something.
So our home being, our home is out of the forest. Our home is not in the forest. Where the robbers are playing in the forest is not our home. And even though that's where we keep getting stuck, thinking that's where we're supposed to be, or where we're tied up, or where we're bound, or where we think we're finding our way out. So when we're praying to God, who we believe resides out of the forest and within it, are we, if we're praying for anything other than liberation, if we're praying for anything other than the absolute final knowledge, are we actually just asking for more distractions in the forest? Is even praying for a path out of the forest, praying for something sattvic to help improve you, is that even lesser of a prayer than asking for the forest to be removed?
Forest will not go away, forest will remain. This is fun. The playground will remain. You go to the theatrical hall, that stage remains. One play goes on, another play comes. One night goes, another night comes. No? That is called creation, and that is God's play. We have no control over there. And He wants that it should continue like that. But individually, it's our problem. The whole world problem we are not to deal with. Problem is I am in suffering, so how can I get out? That is the point. So, it is collective liberation is not the question. Question is the individual, and collective liberation will not happen. Individual will get free. That's why Ramakrishna sang a song, the kites in the sky, people play kites and playing thousands of kites. He says that thousands of kites are there in the sky, one or two gets cut. And there is a joy in clapping the hand, that kite is freed from all ties. That's the freedom. because we are in different stages of our journey. There may be hundreds and thousands of people of the maybe same vibration, level of intense prayer or feeling the urge to get out. Ramakrishna felt the urge to get out so much that he wanted to kill himself, because meaningless life. This life is meaningless unless I have that, such intensity. So that is very rare. But those who are getting glimpses of that experience, they are advanced, much advanced than us. But that we have to go on till you reach the end. And when one is free, all the problems of life is gone. Then life is meaningful. Then all this drama is meaningful, because it is all fun. Ramakrishna saying that one boy, small boy in the village, caught hold of a grasshopper, and he got a stick, broomstick, and is putting this broomstick in his body. The Ramakrishna saw that it is a painful thing, no, to see an innocent animal or a grasshopper. You see, one stick is being pushed into his body. What a painful. Ramakrishna clapped his hand. It is not play. Ha 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 ha, Rama. You are God Rama. And the hopper is also Rama. Grasshopper is also God. And the child is also God. So you are playing, you are causing your own fun. So that is a different state of mind. That's why what we did today, that is very important. One step at a time, and let us be here. You are driving the car in Santa Barbara, you want to go to San Francisco, forget San Francisco now. GPS direction, you got it, drive the car one step at a time. You are tired, go and stop somewhere, have some refueling, and then again start. Don't think of San Francisco, think of where you are, San Luis Obispo. Okay, now San Luis Obispo, move on. One step at a time in spiritual life. These are good to know. That's a destination. That is the glory of San Francisco, what is available, what is the joy of that, what is the beauty of reaching that state of freedom, no? But I am in bondage, so I am here. So where I am to start from there. Make the life cheerful, make the life joyful, wherever you are. What is there? The life will go away one day, you will die one day. Why so much morose? Why so much calculating? Why so much thinking? Calculating in this sense, think that you are a child of God. And do whatever comes, hands up, smile, keep your inner peace. One step at a time. You got your mantra, you got your sadhana, you got your practice. Do and keep yourself cheerful all the time. Because it is giving too much value to the world. Something, oh my God, what will happen? What will happen? We will die one day. What will happen? What else can happen? After death, what else can happen? And it happens, we will have to face it. No? I am driving the car, if something happens, an accident, police will come, helicopter will come. If they take me, if they don't, we die, finish. So what is the problem in it? So be bold. Spiritual life should be so bold that is the point, that we should not be thinking of so much. Think of your present peaceful moment. How you can be peaceful, how you can be joyful, how you can be cheerful, and live a good life, stand on your own feet and move on. We are all moving towards God. So too much thinking, too much planning, it never happens. No, someone is sitting in the car and planning, I will reach San Francisco. I will go San Francisco. San Francisco is so good. San Francisco is so nice. There is a good hotel. There is a good restaurant, and that price is also competitive. I can manage to do that and this and. It is all useless because you are standing here. Rather, don't plan. You have hard enough of the goal. Now let us move on. And in this journey, you will not find all the scenes are very pleasant. Some will be rough, some will be tough, some will be pleasant. But it matters. It is on the journey. It is his own way. I am not resident of that particular place. I will cross that place only. So similarly, take life. We have to take life very clearly. Don't make your life miserable. You are free soul. And to make the life cheerful, joyful, that is the purpose. Even spiritual life, if it makes you morose, don't follow that path. That's the wrong path.
One step at a time means charoyuti.
Be thoughtful, be wise to think what best I can do is my point. Beyond that, don't think of anything. Don't make you a slave of circumstances and cry and weep and sob. You are a free soul. Who has told you to do like that? That does not mean freedom. This is a well-disciplined life I am talking about. I do my best and then finish. Why second time you are thinking, this I am not doing, what will happen, what will happen? What else you can do? Who can do what? So be bold, be strong, and be cheerful, be joyful. Spiritual sign of spirituality is joy. With a morose face and morose mind, we cannot be spiritual. It is wrong direction. And why are you worried about so much? What to worry about? What will happen? And in anything happens, we have to face that situation. Then we will do our best, and what consequences will come. So doctors, someone is suddenly acknowledged. Someone is telling me yesterday that there's a bone cancer, and it has started. Okay, he didn't know that, he come to know, and he was a spiritual person. Okay, that has happened. I will have to face it, but be cheerful. What the consequences, what the doctors are saying, we will take care, or we will follow those things. And if I cannot withstand the reactions of the chemo, and okay, I will stop it. Then I will take our own measure. We will die one day early, maybe 5 days early. I would have lived another 5 years. I will die one day early. That's what is the problem. Are you going to live after your 100 year, 200 year, 500 year, 1000 year, will you live on? So why to worry about that? Be bold, be bold, be bold. That is spirituality. We have to learn that. We forget that, we have to remind ourselves again and again. And just shun that thing which makes you fearful, which makes you weak, which makes you morose. We are children of God. Srinnantu Vishye Amritasya Putra. Ye the children of immortality. Listen, listen, I have realized that truth. Upanishad is saying. The sages are saying that I have realized the truth. Listen, you who are groping in darkness in the world, I have realized that truth. And you can also do that. Be cheerful. We are Amrita. Amrita is nectar. Nectar, absolute joy. We are children of absolute joy. Don't drown yourself into misery. That is not spirituality. Rather, don't follow that spirituality. Get out of that. Be free, whatever takes you freedom. So this is the lesson of our, read Vivekananda, every page you will get this fire. We are not to sit and weep and cry day and night, what shall I do, I have some wrong thing, I have my weakness, I can do. Forget that, weakness will be there, that's why you are here. You have no weakness, you are in Brahmagyani, so why will be here with us? Accept that, fight out, do, and give it to God. Yeah. Don't make yourself weak any time. Swamiji said, Vivekananda said, weakness is death. Weakness is death. Fearlessness is life. Life is fearlessness. And why shall I follow spirituality if I am always fearful and I don't believe that God is there to take care? Whatever will happen, it will happen. Every time you have to hammer. We become weak again hammer. That's why Vedanta says, tell yourself that you are divine, you are pure, you are birthless, you are deathless. Huh? I am this body, I am deathless. Huh? No bodily, but spirit. You are that, not bodily, not mind, mentally, not emotionally. Emotionally it can be crushed. You can be crushed to zero. Intellectually you can be crushed to zero by another intellectual person. But your spirit, that you are there. All the time, all the condition, it is there. The self, light inside is always burning. But we didn't have any identity or connection with that. That's the mind. That's the sadhana. Spiritual practice is to remind ourselves, I am bodily limited. Mentally I may be weak. But I don't want to remain in weakness. I don't want to cry and weep. I am not being born for that. I have to assert myself, I belong to the divine. I am a child of the divine. My father is the creator of the sun, moon, stars, galaxies. So I am his inheritor. Why shall I be poor? The king's son is called what? Prince, is it not? Why called prince? He is the inheritor of father's all assets. So we are all inheritors of our own father's assets. So why should cry? Why should be weeping? Why should be morose? Don't do austerity. Someone is doing austerity. Don't do austerity. Live normally. Eat well, sleep well, smile well, cheerful, joyful. Let people see that they are spiritual people. People should, Swami Vivekananda said. Swami Vivekananda was a very cheerful person always. And said the idea when Swamiji came 1893, say 90s, 1890s, that the priests should be grave, they should not smile. Spiritual people, no, grave. And he has complained, Vivekananda got the complaint. He is too simple, too childlike, too smiling, making jokes, fun, simply. Then he said, what is this? He said that I become morose when my stomach pain comes. When I am physically in problem, then I become morose. Why shall I be morose? I am a child of God. Okay, now we can do some homework, can meditate a little bit.